Howdy DeLoreans, my name is Tangy Delore, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to go over these patch notes for this new Kaiserpunk update. Really, I want to learn more about it, and I decided to make a video to wind up informing you about these updates as well. So I'm going to be just reading this over and giving you kind of a brief overview of what I like on my opinions of it. I'm so glad to see it, and this update has really caught my attention because of all the colors. I think that's what their main idea was, and it just adds just more flavor to the game, and I really appreciate Overseer Games doing that. So let's go read this and see what this is all about. So this is the new Infoview update. Hello all, governors. We've just fielded another update for you. Thanks to you and your input and feedback. We're bringing some highly requested UI tools improvements to give you better overview and control while running your city, along with other fixes and quality of life improvements. Like I was saying, I notice what they're doing. They're trying to make this game more like quality of life. Just add the quality of this game. So we're also working on a bigger changes in the background, which I know they're doing because I actually talk to them sometimes on Discord. They're very reactive. If you ever have any questions or anything, they answer questions all the time. Really appreciate that as a developer. For developers. But we know how important it's been for many of you to navigate more easily, which I agree. Sometimes this game gets really, really overwhelming. A lot of times I don't know where things are. A lot of times I'm placing things randomly, and I've never used this yet, but I know where they're coming from with this update. We also wanted to make sure some regular fixes and improvements keep coming your way based on your feedback. And this is the vision of the new Infoviews, which they have the water, electricity, fire safety, law enforcement, health, education, morals, logistics, workforce, and I think that says efficiencies, which is actually showing right now that this building's not working. I know that this happens when every time my building catches on fire, and right away I have to get over this screen because it's like, this is not working properly, and it's because it was on fire. The highlight of this update is the new Infoview feature that helps you navigate your cities more easily, especially useful as they grow larger. The Infoview is available in the bottom right part of the HUD and allows you to toggle between different filters to more easily find certain building types, filter services based on their city needs, and showing various services coverage layers, which then you can wind up just seeing the services that we wind up going over. For example, if you wanted to see water coverage in your city, you'll be able to view all water productions and distribution building highlights. In addition, any building that requires water to function will also show up, indicating if this is needed are being met. That is awesome. That is actually really helpful because a lot of times I'll place down buildings so fast that I will not remember if I place down water towers or electrical facilities. So that's really awesome that they added that in there. I plan on using this menu, and we're gonna review this together in this game and seeing how this menu goes and like my overall opinions of this. Or you might need to find a specific type of building, such as all of your technician houses. By choosing the filter, it will highlight all technician buildings around your city, making them easy to find. Really helpful. A lot of times I'm placing things really fast, especially when I'm starting to get more into the world map stage of things. I will confuse the technician buildings and the manufacturing buildings. So that's really cool that they did that. We hope you find these new tools useful and look forward to continuing our work on Kaiserpunk. There are more fixes and improvements in this update, and you can see the full changes below. GeForce Now. I don't really know what GeForce Now is. I've heard of it, but we're going to go read this anyway, and then maybe I'll look up to see exactly what that means. Good news for those interested in GeForce Now. copy that. We're finally managing to look into enabling it supporting Steam Streams Cloud play features, so that for those who prefer a stream Kaiserpunk, to like instead of like downloading it, that way you're able to do so. Thank you for those who raised this. It's because of you we decided to do this. So I'm actually going to see what this is. GeForce Now is a NVIDIA cloud gaming service that allows users to stream highly performance PC games for powerful servers to various devices. It enables you to play games you already own by connecting your account from platforms like Steam and Epic Game Stores, providing access to over 1,000 games without the need for expensive hardware. GeForce Now makes high fidelity gaming accessibility to a broader audience, offer features like up to 4K resolution and 120 FPSs. That's cool. I did not know that existed. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cool, and I have NVIDIA. But let's continue. So, games from Croatian 2025. This week also begins the games for Croatian 2025 events on Steam as proud Croatian developers, which I actually reviewed this before, or gave them, so I'm glad to see that they're adding this in there. We're happy to be part and celebrate the amazing games coming out in our country. Full catalog of 1.01.016. New Infoview featured added with multiplayer filters available in HUD keybind H, so I'm guessing that's just how you like manage that going back and forth. Enables multiple filters for services and their coverage. Enables filters for all buildings, making them easier to locate. Buildings overview panels filter updated for easier navigation. Now listed building names and additional to icon. You can also toggle and on and off. GeForce Now enabled for stream cloud play. Tooltips added for building overview panel. Temporarily remove the cadence event. I don't even know what that means or what that is. Unit, it can be worked on properly. Adjust negative effects of most of the events and increase likelihood of positive outcomes. Link to official wiki added to the in-game hub. Multiple localizations and temporary issues fixed. Fix several resource tooltips errors to give players the correct information. Grant tooltips now corrected list ale. Plastic tooltip no longer listed rubber. Cash tooltip clarified that cash comes in from the trading buildings. Cash tooltip no longer claims trade deals can provide cash. Update trade buildings tooltips to help clarify the difference between them. Production chain selectors panel can now be manual moved around. That's awesome. That's seems like they did a lot in this update. I know this isn't like the biggest update in the world, but it is cool, and it is cool that seeing that they added some more quality to this game. And honestly, I like the colors. Let's go to the game and check this out on the actual game panel. Okay, so I wound up loading up one of my save games that I have here. I built quite a bit, so hopefully we're going to be able to use this hub to see exactly what I've done. I'm clicking the H button, which is awesome. Legends doesn't open up, but let's just check the water. So let's check out these buildings. Is this saying I don't have look? I didn't even notice this. Look, no water tower nearby. I already wasn't making this city efficient, and I didn't even know that. So right now, this panel really helped me out. I'm not gonna lie. And this actually shows me what my water productions is as well, because this is actually just a distribution. This is the actual water production, which that's really cool to see the difference that I can wind up seeing. Optimal coverage. Okay, so that means just that is actually covered as well with green. So, like I said, if I didn't ever look at this menu, and I clearly I didn't, I would have never known that. So that's really awesome. Same thing with electric. Oh my goodness, look at this. No power station, no power station. sometimes over here as well. No power station right in there. You can already see these like clear implications that I just wasn't paying attention to at all. So that's really, really clear. I really like that. Medium fire risk. Oh my goodness. So actually the fire safety is really important because this actually shows me where my fire stations are, but also what has higher risk, which that is awesome. Why is this depot higher risk than this one? And is it because this depot's here? If I actually copy this and I'm going to like paste this here, will that help out that fire risk? Like if I go take this off and then pop that back on? Can I make this even closer? I am being attacked. We're going to auto-resolve that right now. Good thing I was victorious in the middle of the screen, but I don't know why that didn't go away, but maybe if I added another one. I just want to see if this winds up helping. Fire safety. No, well, it helps some of my buildings. It just didn't help all of them. And it might be because I don't have electric near there. No, I have electric, but at least I know if it had electric or not. So health, okay. These people are not very healthy, which is interesting. Because I didn't know what to do about health. Like, health is a newer mechanic that I'm trying to learn. So that's awesome. Education, okay. Morals. Everyone's medium morals here. All right, let's go to my city and let's go look at like my manufacturing, like my technician houses. Because a lot of times I get confused between these two, my manufacturing houses and not. Look, I already got confused. Those aren't even manufacturing houses. Those are, what are these? This is a specialist house. See, I get completely confused. So this is the specialist house right next to a technician house. And a lot of that is because I'm actually at war on my top map right over here as I was playing and I was just getting attacked. And every time I was like working with something, I got distracted. But this really helps out. Because then I can know. And then I was like, oh, where's all my manufacturing? But there's all my manufacturing, my technicians, no technicians, just specialist, and my specialist tower. That's awesome. Depots, my warehouses, my farms. If I'm looking for like the difference between an algae farm and not, because I know I have some. Those are my algae farms. And then this can be my silkworm. Don't have those. I just have these sky rises. Which, so my opinion of this, I clearly it's not the biggest update in the world. It's not, I don't think it's supposed to be, but it definitely adds a lot more color. I like the color. I like that it winds up telling me. It helps me with my logistics, especially if you look at this. Like, this is a logistic nightmare as I'm getting attacked again. This is like a logistic nightmare right here, but you can really just these little things wind up helping, because then I could figure out how to manage and get in these roads to be less red. But I do like this update. I think that it's going to help me out a lot, especially because before I wasn't able to tell. Like, I probably would have never guessed that these guys needed anything. The other thing I don't like is that I can't move this tab. And then if I was to just downsize it, I would like to just click something, downsize it, and then move it. And I'm not able to do that. So I don't know if they'll be able to fix that, because and I can't even go back and forth like a real quick, look up. Like, if I was, it should go back and memorize what I was looking up before. That's not like the biggest thing in the world, but I do think it would help because it's like, okay, what was I looking at again? Especially if people are attacking me doing things, like if I just click H every single time, it would be nice that it did that. I never clicked this button either. I just clicked G, which I don't even know what G does, but that's a whole different one. But I like the grid. I guess it's for grid. Pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But this is the update. I hope you guys like it. The Infoview update. So let me know how you guys feel about this update. And if anything I didn't mention in this update, yeah, please call me out on that. I am a newer YouTuber, so you know, hopefully you guys like my videos and are like, yeah, I would like you to talk more about this or more about that. But you know, one video at a time. I hope you guys like that, and please like and subscribe, and let me know what's going on. And the end of the video, here's a riot. Oh, multiple riots.